Thank you so much.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Try it.
Coffee art.
Oh, please do.
We even like
Just drink it. Just drink it. Oh, there you go.
It's good.
Welcome.
How much does this cost?
It's like $3, $3.30. It's fine.
Me too, by the way.
Of course.
Main question. How well?
I mean, the Griffin itself, we opened basically at the beginning of the year, so we're just slowly getting into our second month. It's kind of been a very soft open. We've been slowly adjusting hours to kind of meet the needs of the building. And this is actually our second location. So this is kind of our original location has been in Wayne on the main line for about the past 19 or 20 years. I can't remember which year it is. So this is kind of the first time that we've stepped out from being on the main line, and we were approached by one of the directors for the building. And this is their second project like this, from my understanding, where they kind of put a very big office and residential with a very community focus type thing. And they happened to have a cafe. The first one, it was just one of the office spaces. We had a cafe come in, and a couple months later, when they were interviewing a lot of the building tenants and everything, they're like, that is the best part of this building. It really brought everyone together. We had this meeting place for a lot of the offices, and just a place for a lot of people who wouldn't normally intersect to intersect. So they actually approached us. We're we heard you were looking for a second location. You guys were checking out the city, and we got a spot that we want you guys to look at. So they talked to Rich Mattis, who's the owner of both locations. And here we are.
You said the Black community is actually interesting. And with the art, I see a lot of the art. How is it weird to have the community in the sense where, how is it there?
I mean, that's something I think that we're starting to figure out, especially since we're kind of new to this neighborhood. I live a couple blocks from here, so this is great. Oh yeah, I mean, going from an hour and 20-minute commute to being able to just step in here and walk 5 minutes to work, which is awesome. That's big for me. But in Wayne, it's very much so like a community hub. It's people's offices away from home. It's where a lot of people are able to come in and just have a lot of good interactions. It's just sort of a hub for a lot of things. And I would say that here we're kind of trying to figure out how that works, and I think a lot of it too is many people are just figuring out that this exists here. There's a lot of great coffee in this neighborhood. We've got Reanimator down the way, Block Cologne just put in their multi-million-dollar facility right down the street, and so people are just kind of figuring out Griffin. This is here.
I kind of told her,
yeah.
I'm like, hey, there's this place we got they're like, what's the place we got
yeah.
Keep saying, there's a place, and I'm like, that's not the place.
No, exactly. Yeah, which is a shame too, because Lola Bean, which was there for 3 years, they just dropped out. Which, I mean, business is business, but it was a shame to see them kind of disappear from the block. So, I mean, Rich is the kind of person that community and is really important to him out in Wayne. It's the kind of place that anybody from a high school student to a college student comes in, they're like, hey, we're doing a fundraiser, is there a donation? And it's send me an email, it's done. It doesn't really matter what we're really big about being a part of that. For us too, coffee is just the kind of thing that it's being able to educate people about it and have people really understand what's going on. I know this is a little outside of the neighborhood, but we're really big about having as many direct relationships with farmers as we can. We have a former employee of ours visited Guatemala a lot, spent a year down there a couple years back, and ended up basically establishing a direct trade relationship with a small farm that I'm pretty sure one of the only shops on the East Coast of North America that's carrying this tiny little farm's coffee, which we think is really, really cool.
And you said you grew up in this neighborhood.
I didn't grow up here. No, this is where I've been living for the past 3 years now. I live right down at Second Master. So this is just I moved to the city. I grew up out in the suburbs in like Westchester area. So this is it's still a bit of a new neighborhood to me, but I've been here for a little bit.
Why did you guys want to like what made you pick here? Like right here for
this
to open up a shop.
Place, I think for us it was the fact that we've been looking for a little while, on and off at different levels of seriousness in terms of just expanding. You know, we've got a great thing going in Wayne. I think Rich really wanted to just see what our business could do in the city. There's a lot of great coffee here, and just kind of see how we stack up against that. And you know, we'll come in here and there's shops that know of us or don't know of us. And just, it was an opportunity for us to just kind of get a foothold in more of a centralized coffee scene. But in terms of this building and this location, I think that a lot of what's going on in this neighborhood in terms of there's been a lot of gentrification over the past 10 years, which depending on who you ask is a really good thing or a really bad thing. And I think that the developers of this building were really trying to focus on how can this be a good thing for the neighborhood. All of the residential spaces in this place have like a 25% or more discount to high school educators in the city.
Do you know how much it costs?
I know I don't know exactly, but I was talking to a couple of our customers and they had said that their apartment I think normally would be $2,000 and I think they're splitting it, so that's now $1,600 for 2 people. Which, I mean, either way, like $400 off your rent is a lot of money around here, which is great. So I don't know, I think there's a bunch of different residential areas. Like I haven't explored the building as much, so that's a little outside my ken. But I think that's really cool that they're basically focusing on the fact that there is a bunch of high schools in this Northeast Philly area. This area tends to be a little more run down, especially once you get like past Jaryd. Like when you get further up, I live very briefly up off Tioga, and it's like a completely different area of Philadelphia. And I think that, you know, most of the nonprofits in this building are education-based. I believe Teach for America either has or is about to have like headquarters in this building. So it's the fact that there's already a lot of community work that's happening sort of around us, and a lot of the building seems to be focusing on how can we, you know, repurpose an area, repurpose a building, and have a positive impact, and not just, you know, knock down some apartment buildings, put some new ones in, and make it so that only middle class suburban white folk move it. You know what I mean? And I mean it's with everything that's happened with Northern Liberties and all that. That's awesome. I mean, there's a lot of cool things happening. I would argue that Fishtown is like where all the cool stuff in Philadelphia is happening. There's a great music scene. There's a hell of a bar scene. You know, there's a lot of great coffee in this area. But it's, you know, we don't want that to just be like replacing the neighborhood. We want it to be integrated with the neighborhood.
Do you think there's a way to integrate the neighborhood? I mean, we have exposure.
Right.
Primarily this area is expanding, and we have, you know, more Caucasians coming in.
Yeah.
Educators coming into the area. Do you think there's a way to integrate without it? Would it be impossible?
I mean, I guess the hope is that there's a way, and I'm definitely not someone who has a handle on all the different moving parts and be like, well, this is how, you know what I mean? But I think that it kind of has to be possible. I think that's the beautiful thing about a city is the fact that you have this, you know, it's not a new phrase, but it's a melting pot. You've got all these different communities, cultures, age groups, all in this one area, and I think that having a space like this that isn't just one thing, you know, this is the fact that they're trying to make it so that so that educators in the community have a nice place to live that is within the community, and so it's not just like you're commuting in for something. It's like I'm right next door. You know, I could have some of my students right down the block if I was a teacher or something like that. I think that that's important for them to be in the area, because that opens their eyes to what's really going on and what, you know, issues are or aren't, and how they can help address that. I know that it's a really tough question. just because like some things are going to intersect and not. Like for example, right across the street from where I live, like 2 years ago, this bar called Liquid dropped, and I remember moving into my house and seeing like there was liquor license posted on the door, and I was like, oh sweet, like, there's gonna be a bar like right across from my house. This is like this bad news, but like this is gonna be great. And then once it opened, it was primarily a Hispanic bar, and that was it was a middle-aged Hispanic bar. And like I've been there a few times, but it's like that's not my scene, so I'm not gonna be there as much. But at the same time, I thought it was cool that there was something, because I'm aware of what my neighborhood is. It's primarily Hispanic, like where, a bunch of white college kids, former college kids living in this house, and like all of our neighbors are Hispanic, and that's great, that they have this spot, and I can go 2 blocks down and we got the L Bar, and that's my home away from home, So it's interesting to see how some things do mix or at least coexist, It's not like they didn't just knock down a bar and like be like, hey, we're gonna build another hipster bar, Like it was something that was a little more like, this is what we need in this area. So I thought that was cool, even if it wasn't for me or like my scene.
I agree with
Yeah.
about gentrification. This is a theory that I feel as though gentrification is only bad when like at first the neighborhood has to start going together.
Yeah.
All the local businesses it's going to get to the point where all the local businesses are going to be good and the neighborhood
Right.
a lot of money. I feel as though when big companies see this, that's when the gentrification starts happening. Because the neighborhood can grow without it. And these local places, they will help the community and establish a lot for it. I feel though the height of everything is when big companies like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that, they see the dollar signs. It's like it's kind of scary because they get a regular check for basically whatever. And the sky's the limit because they know that they can write a food check for $100.
Right.
And they're going to make that back in the next 5 years.
Exactly.
And I think that's the gray area.
I mean, essentially, it's from the standard question is just kind of like, is it transforming a neighborhood or is it replacing? And that I think is the big thing. It's like if you're able to bring businesses in or revitalize certain areas, like Northern Lebanese, that just kind of like nothing was really happening there. And they just sort of like were like, we're gonna put this here. We're gonna bring a lot of really cool independent restaurants in. We got all these art galleries and everything in there, and that's awesome. It's for me, it's like kind of when you start just like all these. I mean, there's like 3 on every single block around here where they're like they bought an apartment building, they knocked it down, they rebuilt it, and then that's not going to be affordable for anybody who normally would live in that neighborhood. It's just going to be where What's up? Yeah. This is Farmer. So I think do you just need a signature, man?
No, it's a democracy.
Oh, it is democracy.
I tried just signing for it.
Sure.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll try it.
I got a pretty good angle. I'll try to stay as easy as possible. I'm like this.
For the neighborhood. But I think that's the good thing because it's not. It shows a lot of the people that are coming in. It's like,
Did you take a picture? You don't like it?
even inside, even though that guy, the owner, he kind of had kind of connection with the he's like the demon, basically runs this. So like, he kind of did that. It's not like he's just yeah, he has.
picture, but it says it's too big. I was like, "Ah."
Don't send me videos through that. Don't send it through any of that. I can hook your phone up to my laptop and take the file directly up so it doesn't change the quality at all. Alright? And don't send it through text message. Because through text message it'll eat my data up. That's what I'm saying. I'll just hook your phone up to my laptop and drag the file off, alright?
What about email?
That's the thing, it changes the quality. It makes the quality worse.
Well, this my memory's about to come up right here because I use my memory card memory. That's all.
You want to use mine?
Yeah, switch it up. I got the good beginning of it. Oh my gosh, my knees.
I got pretty good video quality too.
What's up with you?
I got it. Sometimes this gets
What's up? Try to kill me.
That was funny.
Alright, take 2.
Thank you so much again.
Welcome. No, of course. It's great.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah.
This artwork, this is from this is from the neighborhood of your previous location, right?
I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I wasn't here when this went up, and I've been sort of still am spending the majority of my time in Wayne, and I'm kind of slowly transitioning in here because I'm one of the managers over there, and so basically like that location doesn't work if I'm not there like 5 days a week. So I am actually unaware whether that is from here or from there, unfortunately. I think you would probably have some more information than I do right here. Not to be like slightly ignorant of that, but I mean we have like a rotating art gallery that works in Wayne, and the way that works is basically most of it's local. We have everything from like established people that are like in the suburban mainline area that are selling stuff for like $2,000 to high school students that put their senior photography portraits and selling them to friends and family for $25 a pop. So so it's really cool. So we have like 2 or 3 artists every month, and then we rotate that over, and sometimes you'll see an entire wall sell, sometimes not so much. But it's really cool. It kind of keeps the space new, and lets people like kind of discover what's going on. And there's been a lot of really great work that's come through. I know that we have a woman named Monique. I know absolutely nothing about her. I just received an email today, but she's going to be having her art come up in the near future for us. So we're trying to have that happen in this area as well, and start to get more community involvement. Exactly, because I mean right now we're kind of new, and it's like I don't really know the art scene that much.
Yeah.
We're trying to get involved and figure out stuff from people in the building that have been here that are more connected in that. And yeah, our goal is to have stuff that's local, Philly, like in Fishtown, in the neighborhood, and be able to get some more stuff up here. I'm sure that we're gonna have more stuff like this too, where it's like, hey, like we've got an art project or some sort of display that's from Kensington High, and we'll bring that in here and put that. Like I'd love to do something like that.
Is it free for the person to come up here? Or is there like how does that work?
It's free for them to display. If things are actually sold, then we take a small commission, but we don't charge anything up front for people to display. I mean which I think is really cool. So it's just kind of like, look, if you're just here, then you just kind of contributed to the room and like the ambiance or whatever. But if you sell, then it's like, hey, like thanks, we'll just take a small cut. It's like 20% or something stupid like that. So for the most part, it's very art friendly, which I think is really cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
We were wondering, one of the things is, our question is, when we do these things and when we go out in the neighborhood and interview people, is who does it benefit? And a lot of the, like you said, gentrification could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
Right.
And I think that businesses come in and if they try to empower the community and the youth in there, then it's not necessarily as bad. I think economically or financially for the people in the community is where it's a downfall.
Right.
And that's what I'm seeing all over is financially there's a downfall. And another question that I wanted to ask, I just remembered.